Talking outside of your neck.
think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
No panic and hesitation by the defense on that play. First off, nice job getting some pressure, flushing the quarterback out to his left, and even a better job in the back end covering after that scramble play.
They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches,
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The run to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. The expressway is wide open. They finally make the stop, and what a fantastic way to finish off this first quarter after that play. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now on 2nd and short after the 1st down completion. They'll run play action. Gonna take a shot. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Falcons.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he intercepts it. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He chucks one out to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Keeps the legs moving. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Grab behind the line, it's Bender. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are...
He lets it fly. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Air Force.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. The Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going here at halftime, get a little juju going.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Now the play fake. Caught close to the marker, it's Hines. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. He's gonna pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. He's looking to throw. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Give to the running back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. He'll bring it back. It's Walker. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And it's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw on second down. And that one's incomplete. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Looking for space to the left. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. Grab near the marker. It's Bender. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. He wants to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Coming after it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw. Looking deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Extending the play. Stands in and takes the hit. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip.
And the Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Pocket starts to collapse. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Hawaii! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half, but I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Falcons come to the line in the hurry-up.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
They're bringing heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And this crowd is losing it, frenzied after the back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long coming up. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence.
Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get...
He'll take a shot. Makes the grab. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Iowa State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 25 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And the Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Offense in the hurry up. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll turn and throw back right, a dangerous idea. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Buying some time as he moves left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Falcons will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Going up top. Hits him in stride of the 10. Touchdown, Air Force. And the stomping has commenced.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he tacks on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Offense getting set for 1st down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. And And it's picked off for the third time today. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Here comes the offense on first down. Now on the counter. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Offense working from the pistol.
Brings up 2nd down.
Right back to the well. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Got enough for the first. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Falcons! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Trying to find his man on first down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's got great speed. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Off-play action on first down. Looking to scramble. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Comes out throwing on first down. With the catch, it's Hines. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to, because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Buys a little extra time. Touchdown, Air Force! And the pummeling has started.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. And the extra point splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by just 1 over the Royals. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. On the move and looking deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Running back goes in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Time to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. You can't have any more turnovers. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well.
Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Falcons. And the route is on. There is time on the clock. If there's time on the clock, there's time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop. But I would argue, Reese, you can just take a knee. If you take a knee, run the clock, you still get out of here, and you still get the win.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they